Yeah, I was going to say, like, what do you mean access denied? I have a grinder.
Oh, that's good thinking.
No, it's not, because you'll probably not be neutral with that faction anymore.
No, I know. I wasn't going to do it. I'm back in the ship. No, that's going...
I had to lose this dude behind us. He keeps drifting towards us.
We should put a couple of gun turrets on this. That's what I'm thinking.
Blimey, we still have some ice left.
Cluster of 2 below.
I have a vague plan, Chris, but I'm not going to publish it because it's kind of variable and dynamic. A cluster of 2 what?
Cluster of 2 meteors below. Down.
What we can tell you, Chris, is there will be games. Anytime, Chris. Anytime. That's a good Bigfoot. That's correct. There will be games and they will be streamed and Paul will be playing them. Amazing information.
You're just a fount of information, aren't you?
I am, because I'm a genius, Paul.
Genius, puppy genius.
Oh, yeah. I've decided I want to be a Bond villain, not James Bond.
Oh, you don't want to be Bond anymore. You want to be a Bond villain.
Be a villain. Yeah.
I think you'd be a really good Bond villain.
My weapon of choice will be a flamethrower.
Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Don. I expect you to burn.
That's my line.
Followed by his trademark fake laugh.
Wow, you had to... Oh, really, Paul? Really?
It's like a seal.
I'd be a great Indiana Jones.
Why would you be a great Indiana Jones?
But he's in the jungle, isn't he? I don't mind creepy crawlies.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle.
I seem to be finding lots of these big boulder ones.
The problem is they'd have to make the scripts really easy to read. They can't put big words in it.
They'd have to be specific about that as well, wouldn't they?
Thank you, Sammy. I lined it up and you knocked it down. I appreciate it.
Fuzzball, thank you for the gift and sub to Raidley. Welcome back, Raidley, for 3 years. Human Me Tonight, thank you for 22 months.
Why not, Dave? Why could I not run away?
It's obvious. Oh, that's a nice cluster up there.
Dave, I can run more than 10 yards.
You should see his legs are like a blur.
I'll be upbeat.
Right.
Aldrin his kebab.
A halo. There's a few asteroids there. We can check these out.
Yep.
You remember watching The Borrowers when you was little? Dave, I had no interest in it. Oh, you see what I did there? Amazing. Amazing. There's quite a few little asteroids here.
Yeah.
We might
I'll
get
jump
lucky.
out. I'll jump out when we get closer and have a look. I still need to watch Avatar.
What, the new one or the first one?
Yeah. No, new one.
Have you seen the first one?
Yeah.
I'm sure you said you hadn't seen it.
No, I said I was going to rewatch it to remember what happened. I'm jumping out.
Please wait until vehicle has completely stopped before exiting.
We have a freighter closing in on us, 8 kilometers out.
What, the military escort?
No, this is Sprat Rust freighter, 8.5 kilometers. It's just silicon on that one, Paul. My front line towards these ones. More silicon.
Oh, it's becoming a massive silicon cluster.
Uranium.
What?
Uranium.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are you?
Can you see me?
No, I just said, where are you? Obviously, I can't see you.
Where are you?
There's so many things on my screen, I've no idea.
Where? I don't even know where you are. Where are you?
My beacon's on.
Stop there, Paul.
There's just so much junk.
Flying up to
Oh,
you.
now I see you.
Yeah. So below me.
Silicon.
This one here.
Uranium, there is. There's like a tiny amount of it. Apparently, it refines like 1% as well.
Ah. You might be able to grab that with your one, and I'll go and check some others. It's on the outside, so you should be able to grab it. Oh, I've got some more inside this. Semi, you need to jump out.
What, inside the one that Paul's drilling, or...?
No. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yeah, inside here. I just need to go and empty some stuff out and I'll be back.
Oh, have you found another one?
Yep.
Is it, is anybody on board? Pups, just check it's
I
getting
am.
uranium and throwing out the stone.
Yep, one sec. Yeah, we got 12k of uranium.
But what's it doing with the stone? Is it getting rid of
Chucking it out, yeah.
it? Good.
Yeah, there's no stone on this ship. Let me know if you need me to look again. I'm just going to grab some more.
Glad we finally found it.
Yep.
It's great that we found all this uranium, but I will point out that I've never actually tried to fully load re-entry this ship yet.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, we got parachutes.
Hey, perhaps I reckon Paul would fit in here if we opened this gap up a little bit.
Where are you, Sam?
Behind you?
Yeah. Yeah, if we drill through this and just try and knock this apart. Something's happening 30 kilometers away. A Mayday.
We don't care about Mayday. We found uranium. We didn't come here to rescue. And these little asteroids are really annoying.
Next time, Sammy, I might bring like some explosives just to get rid of these little boulders.
I know,
Should
I'd say
be.
Paul could fit in there, maybe?
Yeah. Knew I should have grabbed the rocket launcher.
Yeah, Radley, I'm trying to take out everything around it so that I can actually get there without damaging the ship.
I'm just going to go to this unknown signal. That's 2 kilometers away.
Puppy has died.
No, I haven't.
That's what's going to happen.
Oh, you was right, Paul.
What? He died?
Yep, I was travelling that fast, an asteroid didn't spawn in time, and I just went headfirst into it.
Okay, we're reloading.
Well, you'll be loaded up soon and we're here heading home, won't we?
You say that, but we've only got 35k of uranium because most of it is rock. The return rate is really small. So it takes quite a bit of mining just to get a bit of uranium. But, you know, I guess we're going to have to reload. Our pups can't.
I mean, you can just stay out there and I can do stuff around the base, I don't mind.
That's all the uranium here.
Yeah, so if you...
Where was the next one?
Right, so if you come...
Sorry,
go
Chris.
thrust up. And then forwards. You see where I am? In the middle, inside of one. I think, will you fit in that hole, Paul?
Yeah, I'm just taking this edge off.
Yeah, me and Pups have sort of shrunk it down a little bit. You've actually got quite a lot of room to navigate, I think, actually, if you thrust her up. Oh, fire, Paul, fire. It's the jump drive. Shh.
The jump drive's on fire.
The jump drive is damaged and non-functional.
Okay, so we're definitely loading it back in.
Okay, do that then.
I'll tell you what damaged that was then there's like little boulders where I was doing the first one, and when I moved down vertically, I think the boulders went into it.
Right.
And that's what's damaged it. Maybe we should bring some iron and stuff with us.
I think we perhaps want a medium cargo container on the top deck of the ship at the back or something with all the spare parts in it for a jump drive.
Yeah.
Well, let's face it, if you lose, you know, a hydrogen engine or an atmospheric, you might not even be able to safely get back.
Mm.
Ultimately, the ship needs to have like heavy armor around it, but that reduces everything. Right, if you want to try loading back in, let's see, puppy should still be alive at this point. Yeah, it just spawned a load of boulders. Oh, it's
what you're generating, I'm assuming, right?
Yep. Yep, that's exactly what it is. I'm basically throwing out rocks that's then damaging the ship. That's what's going on.
You might have to put a tube on those ejectors, Paul, and have them go out away from the ship.
Well, we kind of need to have things eject at speed, but I'm not sure how we achieve that. Oh, God, he just did it again.
I'm back. Let me try and get rid of some of these.
I don't think you can set an ejection speed, no. A gravity generator, that's what we need, Fatty, yes. We need a gravity generator that just gently pushes things away. We need to make one when we get back. Put it on the ship. Because you can have it like -G, so you can have things just repel.
Another thing you could do temporarily, Paul, is turn the ejectors off for a minute.
Yeah,
Let it fill up with stone, back away, then eject.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I got rid of some of the ones around you.
Right, I think that's everything though. Right. This is why it might be better to bring smaller ships attached to this one.
Yep.
Yep.
And use this, like, get rid of the drills in this and have it as a mothership, effectively. Put life support on it instead.
We checked the other asteroids.
I checked a few, but then got disorientated with the dying of the ship.
Okay, I have a quick scan.
Have you ejected your stone ball or not?
Got it turned off. I think I've got rid of it all at the moment.
I found more. This
No, it's
one
the
more.
same one, mate. Other side.
Are we on the?
I'm getting stuck on an invisible wall. If I try to move forward the ship...
You just
Crashed.
There's literally an invisible thing, and every time I try and go inside that rock, I hit it. I can't see it, but I hit it, and it detonated the ship. I think going inside that asteroid's not safe. Vrome, we already have mining ships with H2 thrusters. They just don't have a jump drive, so they've already been out and got stuff from asteroids and come back.
I'm just on the phone.
Did Pups just say he was slacking?
yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's what I heard. What a magnificent vehicle. Well, it's still a prototype. Dangerous business is mining. Man, that chucks them out fast. Look at that. That's very effective. There's another uranium up there, isn't there? I might try that one.
Yeah, well, is that not the one in the...
No. The one in the boulders over there to my left. Another one up here that I've not looked at. They're not ejectors though, Rome, that's the thing. You can't have big ejectors.
It's in this little crevice pool.
Yeah, I'm just going to nip the edge off this. It's really hard to see. I'm not sure how easy that's going to be to get. Watch you don't die in the drill head.
Yeah, the pittance amount of uranium you get, it's like you get, say, a 700 stone from the drill, and you're getting like 60 uranium when you get 700 stone.
Yep. Yeah, the yield is really small. But I'm kind of hoping that the uranium goes quite far, but I genuinely don't know.
What, as in what it refines into?
No, as in, like, you don't need much uranium to generate a lot of energy is what I'm hoping.
Right.
A bit like real uranium, you don't need a lot of it.
So 1 kilogram of uranium ingot. Oh no, that's wrong.
How are we doing?
So the refinery produces uranium ingots at a 1% mass ratio.
Oh my god.
So if you have 10 kilograms of hang on. Which is to say, 1,000 kilograms of ore will produce 10 kilograms of ingots.
Yeah.
We have 40.
5 kilograms of uranium ingot can be produced per hour without yield or speed modules. So you're like better off building like a uranium refinery with like all the yield modules on it, maybe, rather than worrying about the speed.
We definitely want to have maximum yield modules and no speed. So we need to tell it to put uranium in one specific thing, don't we? And then just max yield it.
Yeah.
Well, good thing is at the moment this storage container is set to exempt, so you can still land and refuel and recharge. It just won't take anything from the container while we build it. We either build a new one or we just take one we already have, because there's 6 of them. Or just turn one of those into uranium.
Well, by default, it's going to try and put uranium in all of them, and we don't want that.
So, like, if we tell it just to do uranium on one and then replace the 2 speed modules that are on it.
Or just build a new refinery just for the uranium.
You've got 100k of stone on board, Paul. Do you want to jettison some?
Yeah, I'll have to back up and do that. That's why you had 50 refineries. 50? Blimey.
I think that's a bit extreme.
Look at this. Is that all of it? Blimey. It gets rid of that so quickly.
I mean, that's worthwhile knowing, isn't it? Because...
So we have 42 kilos of uranium ore, which is going to go down to 0.4 kilos of uranium ore A uranium bar. Oh my god. So after all this work, we've got 0.4 kilograms of uranium ore.
Oh yeah.
Not sure how I feel about that. No, because it was 1%, wasn't it, Ruttiger?
It's 1%, yeah.
Yeah, so 42 goes down to 0.42. Wasn't it 42,000? Hang on.
We've got 43.
Oh, 44,000. No.
Yeah, 44,000, so that'll be 400, won't it?
Yes. I misread. It's 44k, isn't it? So
When
in
you
that
bought
case, not so
Crater,
bad.
it had 5 kilos on board. So
Yeah.
what we've just found will have, what, like 50 ships worth of ore?
I think so. I think it's better than we thought. But I think we are going to need quite a few uranium refineries because it's probably slow, isn't it?
I can put some more online when we get back.
Yeah, 400 divided by 5 is 80, right? So that's 80 reactors worth, which is... That's not terrible, is it?
Yeah, it just depends how long it lasts, really.
Well, you still haven't used the reactor ore in the ones that you've bought, right?
Yeah, but I think that's because the reactors weren't turned on very much. I don't know. We'd need to test it.
Yeah, that yield rate, you've got 100k of stone on board again, Paul, is ridiculous.
Yep. This is why, once we get a gravity gen, I won't have this problem anymore. No, there's no scanner that tells you the size. We can't, like, all we can do is detect the fact there's uranium there. We don't know how big that deposit is. It could go all the way through the rock. It might be like a foot deep.
Pups, did you try talking just then?
Yeah, sorry, I'm remapping controls.
Oh, okay. I saw the light come on, but nobody was home. That's fine.
That's normal for pups.
I know.
To be fair, that pretty that is.
I know. I didn't want to be rude to his face, though, Paul.
I was remapping my hold to look around G to on mouse instead.
No, you're all right. That's it. I happened to be my eyes were on Discord and saw your light come on, and it was like 3 times, and it was like Paul didn't acknowledge you, which is not uncommon, but just yeah.
No, it was me just messing around with the controls. I changed it 3 times and forgot to press apply, so it didn't save.
Cool. You turn those inertia dampers on, you suddenly realise the rate of which those rocks are flying, right?
Yep. We'll grab this ore and then just head back, I think, and see if we can get it refined.
Cool.
Make some changes to the ship, etc. Are we going to go for the mothership and remove the drill type thing?
I think that's probably the best way to go.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be better off
It will
putting
mean
two
that
connectors on the front where those drills are and have two ships attached to the front, right?
you'll have to land your ships. They'll be empty though when you land them, because you'll have to detach them before I go in, because I'll be very heavy and I don't want 2 more ships attached.
Yeah.
Actually, it depends. If you mine uranium, you won't be very heavy at all.
But yeah, like I said, this cargo container's got the exempt thing on, so it will just sit there while I put the new refineries online. How many do we want?
3. Just go with 3 max yields on them. Build me a gravity gen as well, although I won't need it. I wonder if the gravity generator can be small block. Because it wouldn't hurt to have one on your ships if they can be small block.
No idea. We'll have to find out.
King Awesome, thank you for 83 months. Guitar West, thank you for 68. Yeah, I think it might be a big block only, like the jump drive. Can you send any more uranium then, or is that it? Because it's really hard to see.
Not any that's worth the risking the ship to go and get, mate.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much Burger Bon, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's still got the symbol, so there's something left.
Do you want me and Pups to go and have a look?
I'm ejecting and moving, so I wouldn't if I was you. Okay, we should be... I'm stationary.
Then we're going to have a look.
I've already got a GPS there. The Asteroid UR-SI-1, 480 meters away. Did we find any more uranium here, or was that it? Apart from the one inside the rock.
Let me have a quick
Yeah, which
look.
if we bring the small crafts back here, then we'll be able to get that.
Hmm.
Right, that's all the uranium gone.
Just checking these other asteroids a second.
The symbol's disappeared from me anyway.
I'm drifting. Beacon's on. What does that say? Silicon. Uranium here as well. Right near me.
Yeah, I've got uranium near me as well, and quite a big deposit.
Cool. So we know there's more here. I'm consistently inconsistent, Kyle Aaron. Right then.
Yeah, hardly hand drilled. Was like less than a K of hand drill and stuff, and that was quite a lot of drilling. So let's just bug back out and go and get some crafts, right?
Yeah, I'm just returning to the ship.
I've put a jump shortcut key on my control board, Paul. Did you want me to do it rather than you hunting through yours?
Well, I've selected the jump point,
Cool.
if that's what you mean.
So, are we all ready?
Yeah.
We're going.
Whee! It's the best part of this. Woo!
Oh, that's so nice. Look at that. We're 50 meters away from that waypoint. We just jumped straight back here. That's pretty sweet. Right, so let's just double check. Atmospherics.
I suppose it's get back into a full G of P gravity and see if you can actually slow down, right?
Well, last time it was more to do with the fact that the atmospherics weren't on because of key mapping problems.
Yeah, that's not a bad shot from Rut Tiger as well.
What's that?
Jettison the ice.
I don't think we have that much, do we?
Well, you're
47k.
you're
of it?
500,000.
Meh. It's not going to make any difference.
That's just light work for this shit.
Well, in theory, what did you have? 150,000 kilos of ice when we took off, right? So,
We've come
in
back.
theory, we're not any heavier than what we were when we left.
Yeah, we've come back with stuff. Is the hydrogen tank filling up again?
Checking.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, just very slowly because we only have one generator on board, don't we?
Only
And
have
then-
one
And
generator.
bearing in mind, you're like full burn on hydrogen at the moment. Like, that's
No, I'm
fine.
not doing anything. We're just
Is
that's
your rear
idle
thruster not
thrust.
on?
That's just idle.
Alright.
They are burning stuff, but it's just idle. There's no point because we can't go any quicker. Cynic, thank you for 4 months. Undulate comic. There we go. Half a year. $32k out. I know there is Rome, but the problem is we've been able to go 1,000 meters per second, Rome, which you then got to stop yourself going 1,000 meters per second.
Yeah, also, it also damages ships and blocks if you go faster.
Yeah, details. Little details with big explosions. I don't think there's any friction colouring. It's not like Kerbal at all. Yeah, I suppose it does, Rome.
You've got a good couple of months coming up, Paul. You got like The Apprentice, then Clarkson's Farm, then
Yeah.
Kerbal 2.
Yeah. 2023 is looking all right.
Wonder what interesting people they have on The Apprentice this year, Paul.
Just another bunch of Muppets, mate, which is why it's so good. Oh, wow, I can actually see blue sky outside. Didn't expect that.
Can you send some this way? It's just grey and gloomy and still pouring.
Actually, I don't know which way the wind's blown. I've not looked.
I'm going to say southeast.
Normally it's a... Yeah, it's a southwesterly wind, I think.
Oh, close enough.
Oh, that's weird. It's literally swirling around. So basically, it's coming in from the southwest in London and Chelmsford.
Yeah.
By the time you get to Norwich, it's more or less a south wind, and then just north of it, it's a easterly wind. So it's just like doing that around
Lol.
Norwich.
Yeah.
But you should have very calm winds at the moment, but it won't be
Yeah.
soon.
I'm at the bit where it's just like zero knot winds ish.
Yeah.
It's just
I think it was,
hardly any movement. That's why it's been raining all day.
I think earlier I said like I've been really lucky with the weather. Like it's hardly rained where I am. I've had no snow. It's not been that windy. Yeah, you can keep your minus 32.
Minus 32 with the wind chill. What is it without the wind chill? Like, what's your ambient air temperature?
I'd go like -6.
I'll go minus 10.
Isn't like America getting battered by some brutal cold vortex right now? That's what they said. Like most states are going to experience really bad temperatures and snow. A bit like what we
think I
had,
was
but
reading that.
across America.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it West Coast? Is it West Coast having the cold?
Cold Tiger, I'd quite happily take a week's worth of rain.
No, it's mid states has got the cold bit coming down from Canada, basically, isn't it?
Minus 22 without the wind chill. You what, mate?
So it's 20 degrees in Florida-ish, and then it's 1 degrees in California-ish, and then it's like minus 20 in the middle bit, South Dakota, minus 20-ish. Like,
Yeah. Sounds like a barrel left.
They can keep it.
Bismarck in North Dakota is minus 25. Glasgow in Montana is minus 36.
Minus
Apparently.
36.
That's scary.
I will say ish as a caveat to these temperatures, of course. It's 28 degrees in Cuba. I know where I'd rather be, don't you?
In Australia, mate. No, I have not, Ty. And before you come in giving it all of this, we're still waiting for golf.
Oh my god. He is a dog with a bone.
He
Isn't
wouldn't
he?
let it
just
lie.
Will not let that go. Like.
Bro, I would like to know I have been flying the mining ships and they've come back absolutely fine, unlike when you, John, Matty all decided to have a go.
Rome didn't damage anything.
On the last session, he didn't, but the ones before that... That's not a spaceship, is it?
Hang on, before I land, shouldn't we deal with where the uranium's going to go?
No, you're good. The cargo container's set to exempt, so it won't take anything. I made sure.
Okay.
Looks like you got a yellow. Love the job. Whoa. Pups, when you got out, did all the textures load in for you?
Yeah.
Well, that was our first proper interplanetary trip.
We did it, lads! Give yourself a pat on the back.
We didn't die.
Right,
Well, we did once or twice. That was Pups messing around.
Yeah, that was just experiments.
It's quite fun having 3 cockpits, though.
I've always found a broken drum to be the perfect Christmas present. You just can't beat it. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and to the Nuthouse and mods.
I agree, Bennett. You just can't beat a broken drum. Merry Christmas, sir. The only problem with working on large ships is like your inventory just really is tiny.
I'm just working on getting these refineries online.
Well, I don't know about you, but I kind of feel like we deserve to have a ×10 inventory as a development thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the same way.
Like, at least you can build a whole engine in one go.
It's really starting to bug me, the size of the inventory not scaling. Like, with most games, they would give you an ability to have something that give you more storage. Yeah, they're both large block, I think. Yep. Large block gravity generators. Don't know if we need one, considering it's not going to mine. Although it might not be a bad idea, because you could put the mining ship near the little ships. So you could put the mothership near the little mining ships and it would push the rocks away as they get ejected. Because even the little mining ships will have the same problem. They'll just start running into their own stuff. Did some IRL flying land develop. Nice. General's going to check. Oh, that was it. Looks like the reactor is, even though that says small reactor, it indicates large block.
You have to press it to grab a small one.
Right. Large reactor generates high amounts of power at the cost of refined uranium ingots. I just love how there's just no numbers, there's no stats, there's no consumption figures, power output, just... It's a small, it's a large, there you go. Fancy welding torch, yeah. Fancy tools, man.
You build another refinery, perhaps?
I'm building 3,
What are you building them?
where the others are.
We're thinking we're going to put 4 yield modules on it, right?
Yeah, max yield. Uranium only, maximum yield.
Are you working on the modules, Samu?
Yep.
Could work on getting these online too, I mean. I'd quite like a bigger backpack right now.
Yep.
We'll do it after the break. We'll swap them. Stop. Either go 2 or 4 refineries, I think, just to keep everything balanced.
Need a bigger gap, perhaps, because the modules have got to go on as well.
Yeah, they're only one space, so they'll be fine.
What, so you'd just rather be butted up against it?
Yeah.
Rather than having space?
Yep. I mean, I can move it if you want, but...
He won't
this is
admit he's
how-
wrong, Tommy.
Oh, no, because they're fit, so...
Just move it 1 over.
No.
You can't
There's
even
all the
walk
pipes.
through it.
You don't need to walk through it.
All the others have a gap. Even with the modules on them. That's now literally the odd one out. Why are you being pig-headed about it? Large reactor grid is 300 megawatts. Nice. This is looking more and more industrial. Oh yeah.
You're gonna need to do.
Why is it pulling uranium into the refinery?
Because
my-
no, it's not taking it from the ship. It's what I had on my backpack. Still on the ship.
How much steel plate? Exactly, Banner. Bots. Your build planner is empty. Really? Oof, that hurt. No, I've still got it in. I've still got it. Haha. Probably not for long, no. Probably right about that. This is where we find out we're going to run out of iron ore very soon. All of it? Apart from the floor,
from-
obviously.
And pipe work, which I'm doing now. You will need to put an extra large storage container online for the uranium to go in. Otherwise, it will just throw an error message.
Lots of steel. As if that's a cat jam. Nope, the welding ship's come out. It's going in. It's just not got the same beat, has it? Right, Pups, you say you need another storage somewhere.
I've done it. I'm just putting it online. Just naming it now.
What are you naming it?
Tim Ingot / Uranium. Unless you want to do it.
No, let's just have a look.
I haven't even started typing it yet.
That's fine, you do it.
You have to rename them refineries, Paul, to go uranium only. No, the 4 we just put online.
It's these. What's it going to be? So... So we want ore / uranium, presumably.
Yes.
We want the ore in, don't we? And then your box will specify the ingot. You think?
Yes.
So I presume it's these 4, so it'll be something like... Oh, you stupid thing. Stop it!
Yeah, I've just put the box online and it's grabbing all the uranium that I put in and put it in storage.
Uranium. So I think it's going to be something like that.
That's what I think it is as well. But the only way to find out is to take it off the ship.
So, Tim or Uranium 1. It's just put Tim Uranium 1 now. It's just changed it. So
Okay, so it is recognising what you're trying to do.
Yeah, and just renamed it to...
What it understands.
Yeah. So Tim Uranium Refiner 1 to 4 seems to work. It's got 4 yield modules in it. Effectiveness 200%.
So shall I take the stuff off the ship now?
Right, 264 is the save. Turn it on. If you turn that on, it should start doing its thing, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I just got to take the Tim exempt thing off the cargo container. And then put it back once it's empty.
Okay, the refiner is getting uranium. It's producing uranium ingots.
Okay, the cargo container is empty.
Okay, ingots are appearing in the uranium ingot box.
Nice.
So at the moment, it's doing stuff, except Tim Ore is also grabbing the uranium. You need to put a negative on that.
That's just a storage box, Paul.
Alright, okay.
Tim ore is basically every ore just goes in there until it gets refined. If you see, it's actually counting down.
Okay, that's fine.
So once the refinery's at what it's got, it will take it out of there. Everything gets stored in that box. It's just like a mass storage box.
So those small reactors had 4.49 in them, which I presume is kilos. Yes, it is. 4.4 kilos. And we now have 34 kilos of uranium ingots.
Nice. I need to put the exempt rule back on this cargo container.
So that's not terrible. Colour the refinery is not a bad idea.
I know what ones they are, anyway. Oh, they're... because they'll be at the end.
It's got like a green tint to it, that's the problem. If I do that.
I know why.
You know why what?
Because they're just base game looking refineries and the other ones were industrial looking refineries. That's why it's not painted properly.
I've just painted them a slightly lighter green.
Yeah, I just meant like the appearance is different.
Yeah, you built a different style of refinery.
Yeah. That was planned so we knew what ones were separate.
Yeah, exactly. We thought ahead
we
and
thought about that.
build the uranium one's different.
Yes.
Obviously.
I'm a genius.
Pups is like, doesn't even know how good he is.
I just done it and didn't even... I'm amazing.
Happy little accidents. Let's call that one Bob Ross.
So we need 2 medium cargo containers on your ship, right? One for spare parts.
Well, we need to decide how much reconfiguration I'm going to do here.
Also timeful.
I know.
I think knock the drills off, put connectors on 6-way blocks if you like, and then have 2 ships docked either side on the vertical on the takeoff.
Simplicity's sake is just leave the cockpits there and don't bother widening the cabin, because that's a big job.
I would say, yeah, that's fine. I would agree with
I
that.
can get rid of the drills and...
So if you take the drills off, put a 6-way connector on, you know, a 6-way conveyor thing, block.
It's already got an 6-way on it.
No, because that's part of the drill. And then
Right.
put 2 connectors on the side, then land the ships vertically onto the side of that ship.
I'll also need to put a reactor on board so we can gen some power.
Well, I mean, power wasn't exactly an issue, and if you're not going to be drilling now, I mean, why do you need power?
Yeah, just
Like,
grab ice.
Well,
if you're doing the ice, then
well, to
that's
repower the
perhaps why-
ships.
Perhaps why you want the drills.
The idea was to recharge the batteries on the ships that are going out mining.
We're gonna need 2 separate cargo, like 2 medium or small cargo containers on top. One for spare parts and one for ice, so we can take that big one and set it to ore, so it will empty the ships.
I don't really want to put anything on top though.
Well, can we put it underneath?
Maybe. I'll have a think when we get back. How's the base's power? I don't know.
Base's power is fine as far as I'm aware. The batteries look charged.
Well, I could do a bigger cockpit, cool Tiger, but it is going to be more work. Like, taking that apart is not easy because I've got to move the engines out first and then I've got to widen the cockpit. Like, it is a bit of effort. And then I've got to think about making it airtight and then putting vents in. So that means modifying the ducting. So it's quite a big job.
Not to be bold, but it's almost like a Mark II complete rebuild is on the cards more than modifying your current, right?
Possibly, and we could lose
As
the whole
painful as
ejector.
that is, as painful as that sounds, like, is that not
Well, if
easier?
you and-
You've got a better idea of what you want.
The question is, if you and Paul do it, it'd be pretty quick because there's 2 of you on it.
I think we can get rid of the ejector system at the back and put the storage there, possibly.
Yeah.
But it's time for break.
Guys.
Can you make a second ship? We've got ships for drilling already. These 2 here are effectively planetary mining ships. They can go into space, but they can't go into planetary. But if we connect them to that ship, we can jump somewhere. These guys can go mining, and the mothership can stay where it is. That's what's going to happen to this. It's not a particularly great mining ship, so better to use it as a base, I think, a movable base. Anyway, I'll be back in an hour's time. Carry on at 4 PM. Going to go and get some food now, so hope to see you back. If not, have a great rest of your evening, whatever you're doing. I'll catch you another time, but for the rest of you, back in 1 hour. That's it, guys. Bye for now.